And today we'll be having our very special guests, Dolores Rogers and Carl Davis with the Legacy of Emancipation Park neighborhood. So, how are you guys today?
We're doing great.
Great.
Okay. So, would you guys mind telling me a little bit about the project that you are working on?
So we're working with a project called the Legacies of the Emancipation Park neighborhood. And it is a community history project where we are trying to collect the history of the historic Third Ward. And we're so delighted to be here in the historic Jack Yates High School, and which is a very important part of telling the history of our community. And this project involves storytellers who actually come from our community, because we don't want researchers to tell our story. We want the community to tell our story.
Okay.
And it's a great opportunity for us to come together as a community and share the stories, the rich histories that have not been documented, so that we can share them with generations to come. We're excited about this project. It's taking off by leaps and bounds, because so many people want to tell the story of how rich this community has been over the years and what impact it has had on their life. And we're excited, as Dolores just said, to be here at Jack Yates. We're Jack Yates alumni, and our heart is here with the kids. And someone saw something in us as we walk the halls of Jack Yates. We see something in you. And we want to be able to tell you the stories that we know of, and then tell the world about the rich history of Third Ward.
Okay. So why do you feel that it's important that we tell our history about our community?
I think, to me, it's so important because identity and who you are is very important. And sometimes we don't know who we are, and we don't know what we can achieve. And sometimes, when I started Jack Yates the first time that it began integration here. And one of the things I saw as a transition from my previous school to here is that community and culture is so important. Yes. That you can be successful, that the people who came before you were very successful. And so I see it as an opportunity to share a rich history of accomplishment and achievement that people may not know about, and in the hopes that it gives them hope that they can also be history makers.
Okay, so how are you revitalizing our community?
Well, we just received the Emancipation Economic Development Council, which is a collection of churches in the communities and nonprofit that was started over 4 years ago. The churches that are part of it is Wesley Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Church, Trinity East United Methodist Church, Trinity United Methodist Church, and St. Philip's, along with Project Row House. They came together to put together an initiative on how we can save our community. We saw what is occurring. And a lot of people are being displaced. And we want to at least starve off some of the gentrification, but at least preserve the rich history of this community. And that's why we are collecting artifacts. We're doing oral interviews, collecting photographs, and anything that we can get, so that the future will be able to see what impact that this community was and the culture of this great community. We're very proud of this community.
Yeah. So one of the things that we have is we've been designated as a Main Street program in the state of Texas. And it's the first time that an urban area has received that designation. Normally it's in small towns. So through this designation, which is a very prestigious designation, we hope to bring back businesses and make the businesses that are currently there stronger. So we have an entrepreneur program that we will be launching, and we have a program that will give small loans to entrepreneurs who want to start businesses in our community and hire communities. We also have a program called the Anchor Collaborative, where we're working with major employers in the area so that they can hire residents of Third Ward. So those are just a few of the ways we want to revitalize, bring back the economic vitality that existed in this community back in the day.
Okay.
Because, and just to kind of piggyback on what she said, Emancipation Avenue was considered our Las Vegas Strip because we had so many businesses on that corridor. You can go to the barber shop, you can go to the beauty shop, you can go to business schools. Franklin Beauty School was on that. Tyler Barber College was on that street. And then we have an array of historical churches that are on Emancipation Avenue. So we have, this community has been one of the bedrocks of this great city.
Okay. That is something that is going to help our community greatly, and I really appreciate you guys. And that's all the time we have for today. And we're going to, when we come back